Welcome to my battery change video for the Casio Edifice ERA-500D, in this case with the continued code of 1AER. There's the watch itself, and you can see as per page E41 on the instruction manual, there is only a battery level indicator flashing on the LCD part of the screen. So everything else is not working. So we're going to start with opening the strap up to give us better access to the back, and then you'll notice we've got screws there to remove the back. So I'm going to use my Victorinox Swiss card knife to get into the strap sections. Now you'll see in the strap here you haven't got holes in the end, so you can't get into the end. You have to put a knife into these gaps, and you can see there's some arrows showing you what to do there. So I'm just going to put the knife into that, which is tricky, and then I lift up that part of the strap, and being very careful to not shoot that axle piece, or whatever it's called, that pivoting piece. Oh, okay, this works much easier just now when I just tested it out. So I haven't taken the back off this watch before, I don't think. Right, okay, there we go. So that's out. That then comes off. I'm going to leave that in there. Will it fall out? So yes, it's going to fall out. So there it is. So I probably do want to leave it in, and if I leave it on the tabletop here but the right way around, I'll know which way around to put it in. But it should be fairly easy because the longer part here, let me hold that up there. The longer part of the sprung piece is sticking out, and that's the direction, that's where it goes up against the arrow part on the strap. So I'm going to pop that down there. Definitely don't want to lose that, although I've probably got some spares because I've removed links from this watch before. Right, so get my crosshead screwdriver, undo that. Now of course under here we'll find a rubber ring, a sealing ring. And it's going to be really important to get that piece properly in place without any dirt around it, to make sure it seals fine and we don't then get water ingress after this operation. So right, there's the 4. So, and again I need to make sure that the back is going to go back on the right way up. So yeah, the writing on the back matches the writing on the front of the watch, so that's going to be the same way up. So I'm going to pop it there. That's interesting. The rubber ring has stayed on the back of the case, so I'm going to put that down and hopefully that won't come out. Right, now we do have some instructions, and I've seen this before, and you'll see this in my other Edifice battery change, where it wants you to contact the A and C holes with tweezers. So you've got, now I don't think I did this before, I think I got away with not doing it. Now if I can see where the A and C holes are, maybe they're under the batteries. There appear to be 2 batteries here. AC, so it's not, yeah, so there's a AC designation there, which you might be able to see. AC designation there by that aperture, by that squared off aperture, and in there appears to be 2 holes, 1, 2. So under there you've got 1, 2 that you can reach into. So I may well need to do that after the battery change. What I noticed before, maybe because I did a fast battery change, that I didn't need to do that. Now that sticker on there is also telling me that it's positive up. So what does it say? Up, and then in brackets positive, up, and then in brackets positive. Show me which way the batteries go. Now I may well have these batteries here because they may well be AG3 or AG4 batteries. I'll have to see once I've got that out. So first of all, I'm going to try to preserve this sticker. So I've reached under it with the knife and I'm peeling back, and I'm going to take that off and place it in part on the back of the watch there. Right, okay, now I can see the batteries, and really I could do with trying to identify them before I take them out. Okay, so Sony batteries. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell what they are until I get them out to see how deep they are. Now, previously, this bit here I think was a clip, so I need to be careful unclipping that. Now the manual, which I showed you earlier, actually says to get this done at a Casio service centre. So I'm taking my life in my hands here. Who knows what will happen. So let's see if we can, if I stick the knife under there, I'm going to have trouble. I can see I'll just bend it up, which obviously I don't want to do. Now, on the back of this metal structure, the metal casing of the batteries, of the cells, this metal structure here, which is there just to hold it in, has an insulating layer, a yellow insulating tape or sticky thing. So clearly this back isn't a positive charge, so because it's insulated, we need to make sure we preserve that insulation there, and we don't want to break that. Now I reckon the latchy bit must be down in here, and this could be tricky. So I've got no idea how to deal with that. Let's just look at getting that under there again. Goodness me. I might have taken off more than I can chew. Let's, oh, okay, now the whole I was going to say mechanism. The whole thing's come out. So we've got a white ring that we want to stay aligned in the correct way, so I'm going to pop that back, and I'm going to pop the case and strap over there. So now I've got just the what do they call these things? There's a word for them. Module. The module. And you can see, oh right, now I'm exposing the hands, which I really don't want to do because it will easily press that hand against that second hand will easily deflect down, okay, and give me trouble. Let's see how stiff it is. It's not stiff, it's bendy, so I don't think I've damaged it yet, but there's always the option to damage it. Right, now let's see how we can get into this bit here. Cool, dear. Wow. Oh man. Right, I'm just going to check the watch to see if I can tell which way is up on the watch. Well, yeah, the best way to tell what's up is to how you're used to putting the bracelet on and how you clip it, because it will feel wrong if you've got the watch the wrong way around. So I can make sure of that later. Right, now, as for how I unlatch that, I really don't know. So very tricky. So I'm going to try picking at it like that. Nope. So it says a Casio authorised repairer. Now I don't know where my nearest Casio authorised repairer is. I might have to send it off in the UK, which would be an absolute pain. You never want to have to buy a watch that's going to cost too much in maintenance. Which I know well, seeing as I've just had a watch serviced for probably its first time ever, and it's a 1958 watch, and the year is 2022, and that wasn't heavily cheap. Now I'm not a watch collector or anything like that, so don't get the wrong idea that I know what I'm talking about or doing. Yep, we're not getting into the clip there. Okay, I'm going to pause this video up and I'll come back to you in a moment. Right, I've just used a SIM card removal tool for a mobile phone, and you can see the clip detail now there. So I reached down into there with this and pushed that way and lifted up, and it's given me access to the batteries. So I need to, the batteries are actually, this battery is almost pushing it up, so I'm going to have to bend this. Now it's got 3 pieces I can bend against, and I want to bend them quite evenly because I don't want to damage them too much. Right, hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can get away with that much bending. And the battery is already falling out, and the other one too. Right, so now, oh goodness, yeah, I must be careful of the watch face, so I'm going to put it face up there, and I'll see what these batteries are. Okay, let me just compare these batteries and get back to you in a second. Right, so they are, and I can read this off, SR927, and that's otherwise known as an AG7. With an LR927, so I don't have them in, so I've got AG1, 2, 3, 4, 10 and 13, but not AG7, so that's going to have to wait for another time. But as you can imagine, it should be a straightforward operation to replace them, and the only thing is, so I need to make sure I'm going to put that in that way around. Maybe I'll place it, when I put it back, maybe I'll place it in this plastic ring first. And then you've got to align the contacts for the buttons, of course, with the spaces where the buttons are going to go. So did that come down over the top of it? Yes, I think it probably did. So there's a bit of oh man, it's crazy. Okay, so yeah, where you've got 3 gaps on this ring, you've got to, the middle gap won't have a button, so you've got a button and a button, and the same on the other side. But whether it's directional, you need to probably put that back exactly the same way around in the case. So there's some buttons there. So if I put it in like that, yeah, okay. So I've got a piece of plastic here, that bobble of plastic then fits into the indented piece, so then I know I'm fully aligned there. Oh, and I'm got to be careful with my watch face again. Oh dear, lethal. Okay, so I'm actually going to put this in now because I can put the batteries in later, so you'll see this part of the process. So I'm lining it now up with the buttons, and then we're just going to drop that in. There we go. Make sure it's all the way down. Just try wiggling it side to side, it doesn't wiggle. Check the face, looks alright. Okay, and I didn't get any dirt inside it, so if you've managed to get a dirty glass on the inside, that's when you want to clean it. So that's ready to go. I just now need to pop the batteries in, and then hopefully that battery holding mechanism piece will then fit down over the new batteries. So and then I've got to put my sticker back on and potentially use a pair of tweezers, or I would even recommend maybe using a bent paper clip. So I've got a paper clip there. It'll be very easy for me to align that, just bend it to the right position, get the length of the legs right, and be able to put down inside and contact the AC contacts there. So that's what I would recommend you do after putting the batteries back in. I guess that's some kind of reset thing, and then after that you'll be setting the time. Right, it's now a week later or so, and I can finish off this video. So I've got the batteries I needed. I did a little bit of research. I've brought some silver oxide, so they are SR927W, so they're slow discharge, low self-discharge, low power, and silver oxide I think is probably better for the self-discharge, low self, and perhaps better for ending up with not having corrosion that you might get with an alkaline battery. So we've got them here. We can stick them into there positions. That first one went in nice and easily. So I've already pre-opened this there, so I can get that one in there. And now I need to just poke that so it's, yeah, that's latched on its latch. So that's all back in position. Now, it does say on here, on that sticker, which I've just handily placed on there, I should contact the AC with the negative. So after fitting the batteries, after battery replacement. So I've got some tweezers, or potentially you can use some misshapen paper clip. So there we go, paper clip changed into that. And I can see from this that this corner here, this cutout here, that corner there nearest my fingernail is the AC. I've got no indication of what the negative would be. So now on my last watch, I didn't need to do this. It worked fine without doing it. Now, because I don't know where the negative is, there's no indication on there of what's the negative terminal. Or if it's the back plate, perhaps it's a, I doubt it, because you've got insulation under this holder there, which would imply that this back plate isn't a negative earth. So that is not going to be part of the battery circuit. So I'm not a fan really of sticking them in. We might find that the watch is working anyway. Okay, I've got a flashing light ready to set. So I'm going to ignore that call to contact AC there. I don't know why it is. Somebody better than me will know, and they can stick it in the comments. So I'm just going to put that sticker back across there where it belongs. Get the O-ring, stick that in the trough for it. Hopefully, these O-rings are a pain. Why are they always too big? Maybe that's alright. Eeg, I don't like it. Is there a trough? Am I imagining things? Yeah, there's definitely a trough there. And ideally, I want it in the trough. So, but it's clearly sticking out. Oh, and then it pops out over there. So it's like a game of trying to pop it in somehow. Maybe I need to cool it down before popping it in. Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? Had this problem just now with another watch. Pain in the neck. I think they get stretched when but this type of watch shouldn't get stretched because it's just screwing the back down. It's not, you're holding the back down and screwing it with 4 screws. It's not that the whole back is screwing. So that's ridiculous, isn't it? But it doesn't look in good shape there anyway. Okay, and then it's stuck out over here. What do? I could do with something out of the freezer. Right, let's see what I can find. Right, I have got a freezer block out of the freezer, and I've put the right. I managed to cool down the O-ring on one of these freezer blocks, which is now a bit damp, so I don't want the dampness in there, but it was dry when I put it over, and it seems to have kept its size. It's in the groove pretty much. Yeah, it's close to not being in the groove, but let's put the back on. So I know which way up this needs to be. I'm going to put it the same way up as the face, so I'll just drop that on. And doesn't really locate very well. Let's see how we do. So start with one of these screws and not tighten it down, just get a little bit of a grip on. And I've done that a bit too tight. let's undo that to release it, and there we go. Do the opposite one now. If I can, yeah, I was lucky, couldn't see what I was doing there. And not too tight again. That one on there. And the final one. So that's the saga. I've got other, I think 2 other videos of Casio Edifice watch battery replacements, including the only ever non-analog Edifice watch, so digital only Edifice watch. I'm just doing these up evenly a little bit at a time. So there'll be a playlist for that in the description, and probably at the end video, the end screen of this video, there'll be a link to the playlist for that. So my channel is mainly model car reviews. There's a couple of other things there which are slightly amusing or moderately interesting, so feel free to have a browse around. And I might do another couple of Casio Edifice things, we'll see. Of course, I haven't quite finished because I need to put that, join the link back together. So right, okay, I'm happy they're tight. There's my link, and this is where it needs to go. Now there's the arrow in that side, so that's going to be the bit I can push in and out. So I'm going to put that through there. That end's going to go in first, then I'm going to push the other bit in with my Victorinox Swiss card knife. Hopefully, we'll see if we can get that in. Ooh, don't know how to do that. Oh, goodness, it's tight and difficult. Yay, that's almost there. Oh, didn't quite. Okay, I've got to get this freezer block out of the way before I get frostbite. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, what fun this is. So I'm sure you can stop watching this video if you want, but you can always watch and see how long this takes me. Hey, there we go. So all done. I'll need to set this. It's not running. Oh yeah, there's the second hand, so it's doing something. I'm gonna have to adjust it. So I don't know. Oh, there we go. Adjust. I'm in adjust mode. Tokyo, Adelaide, Guam, Sydney, PPG. Well, I'm in England, so not far off London. Oh, there we go. London. Click back to do that one. Next mode. 450. Well, it's not 450. It's 553. So maybe I'm on. Yeah, this watch is probably not on daylight saving time or something. So I can. Oh, that's not 450 anyway. That's 215, 216. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, I'm going to hold down the adjust. Anyway, this video isn't really about adjust. What's it doing? London. Adjust. No idea. Anyway, I'm going to get on and set that another time. Thanks for watching.